Week 11 of the college football season did not disappoint. We saw terrific performances across the country, most notably the two games of note, the Penn State-Minnesota contest and then the shootout between LSU and Alabama. Which of those players from those games made our national team of the week? We will discuss this now. Of course, all of this is brought to you by Eckrich, our friends, and for a chance to throw for $1 million at the national championship game, be sure to go sign up over at EckrichFootball.com. But let's get right into this here. The quarterback of the week is none other than Tanner Morgan from Minnesota. This guy lit up the field against Penn State, Minnesota, proving they belong not only in the Big Ten race, but in the college football playoff picture. Tanner Morgan, an elite game grade, an elite passing grade, 95% adjusted completion percentage. He completed 18 of 19 with a throwaway or a dropped pass in there as well. So this guy was just absolutely lights out. It was 5 of 6 deep, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns on those deep throws, carved up the middle of the field, 13 of 13 for 150 yards and a touchdown. Morgan did exactly what you would expect from a big-time performance in a big-time game like this from this kid. He is awesome and has been all season long. Moving down here, you have to not talk about Clyde EdwardsHelaire, a big game for the LSU Tiger running back, coming up huge in the clutch. He had 60 of his receiving yards after the catch, 7 missed tackles forced on the afternoon, 3 scores on the ground. Most importantly, though, he gained 7 first downs on the afternoon, and he was just this truly crucial guy in the offense. Joe Burrow looked to him in the passing game, and then when they needed a first down on the ground, they got it from their running back. Moving on here, another Minnesota player. This is a theme for this team of the week, Rashad Bateman. 7 of 7 on his receptions, targeted 7 times, hauling in all 7 of them. He averaged 29 yards per catch, and 10.4 of those came after the catch per reception. A dominant performance. Him, Tyler Johnson, and Chris Altman-Bell accounted for all but 1 yard as the trio really stepped up big against Penn State. Here it is, though, the full national team of the week here, headlined by the 2 Minnesota guys, by Clyde EdwardsHelaire. And if you didn't see ECU put up another crazy shootout-worthy performance here, Mr. Tyler Sneed had 19 receptions, a game after they had C.J. Johnson go for over 250 yards in the air. So ECU is a sneaky great offense to watch. Some very notable performances on the offensive side of the ball. For more on those, they'll go to PFF.com. We'll go to the defensive side of the ball. And again, Minnesota is the common theme here. Carter Coughlin with a dominant performance on the edge. If you haven't heard about this guy by now, take note. You have a few more games to watch him before he makes the inevitable NFL leap. 20.5% pressure rate. He was getting pressure more often than not. A sack, a hit, 6 hurries, 3 defensive stops on the afternoon. Carter Coughlin came up huge for the Gophers on defense. Another guy who also came up huge and needs no introduction. It's Antoine Winfield Jr., living up to his NFL pedigree, was targeted 3 times as the primary coverage defender, did not allow a catch, but he also came up with 2 huge first-half interceptions that really limited the Penn State offense and allowed Minnesota to get out to an early lead, an elite coverage grade, elite overall grade, couple of defensive stops. Winfield was all over the field, 11 solo tackles in the afternoon, and just a downright awesome performance from now who is the highest graded safety in the entire country. Last on the list, we'll highlight here Donovan Steiner. The Gators literally limited the Vanderbilt Commodores to 77 yards through the air. Steiner was targeted quite a bit, but he allowed only 17 yards through the air. He had 2 picks and an elite grade in coverage, elite grade overall. Steiner and the Gators defense really got it done against Vanderbilt. The full defense, most notably here, I think that we didn't talk about DQ Thomas. Southern Miss got their 600th win in program history. Thomas came down with a pick. Winfield, though, is the guy who takes the cake here, as you got to talk about both guys on Minnesota as well. But again, for more from our national team of the week in Week 11, be sure to go to PFF.com. And again, for your chance to throw for $1 million in the Eckrich $1 million challenge, head over to EckrichFootball.com.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.